What is up, everybody? How is everyone doing? I hope you had a good New Year's. It's finally 2021. It's impressive. 2020 felt like the longest year, but it also felt like the shortest year. I don't understand how that works, but that's just how it feels, you know? But it feels good to be back and recording. It's been about a week since I recorded the last episode. So it feels good to be back in the game and playing a bit of Minecraft. So let's kind of show you what we've been working on here a bit. When I say it feels good to be playing Minecraft again, it means I've been playing it a lot, just not really recording anything, not really getting anything ready to show or anything. So you'll see here, we have all the sheep in place. So the farm is now fully operational. If we hop down here and come into here, this is the drop-off chest. We now have all 16 colors of wool. And then up here is another double chest that has basically already been filled up. So it's been doing work. This will be the basement of the barn, which we are going to work on a little bit today, or actually we're going to try to get it all done today. So that's exciting. We have a bunch of bees. Basically what I did off camera was I adventured. I went out and tried to find, so I found a jungle, so we now have cocoa beans, we have jungle wood. I found a desert, so we now have cactus, which was a big one because green is used in 3 dyes. So I needed green to finish off the farm. And then of course we found a savanna, so we had acacia wood and everything like that. I had a lot of fun exploring, actually. I found a lot of cool things. I found a lot of villages. Couple of them are actually very close to the lake over there, so I think within the next couple episodes we'll try to get some villagers over here and get that kind of working for us. We have a wandering trader stuck down here currently, but yeah, it was super fun, super cool. The generation of this world is actually amazing. One video we will just have to go out and explore and kind of see some of the terrain because it is crazy. But let's show you some things I found here. So we found some more diamonds. We found a bunch of horse armor, a bunch of saddles, a bunch of name tags, and a couple more books. Long story short, we found 3 desert temples, and I never realized how good they were to find. So I will definitely be keeping my eyes out for that even more as we move forward. The house is a little different. Things are starting to come into the house. Basically, whenever I was bored over the past couple days, I would just hop on and kind of do a task that was long and I just normally don't want to do, and I was just in that mood to kind of grind stuff out. So that's good. But anyways, okay, so let's get on to the barn here. Also, you can see this has been flattened just a little bit more. We just have this little area left, and this area will actually come into play on today's episode. So at some point we will have to get that filled in. But so let's talk about this for a second. As you can see, I have the basement dug out. So this is about how deep I want it. We might go one more down just so that there's actually a 4 high gap between the floor, because the floor is going to be on the level we're standing in right now. And then these are 3 high. I'm gonna go 1 more. I'm gonna go 4 high. Maybe 5, just depending on how I feel. And this is going to be the front right here. I know it's a little bit weird because barns' doors are usually on the smaller of the sides, but this door is going to be right here, leading into here. Inside the top floor of the barn, I don't know. I think we're just going to move that haystack in here. Maybe in the future we'll build a fake tractor. There's really nothing I need to go on the top floor. The basement, we're going to have the wool farm sorting system. We're going to have a melon farm, and then we're going to have a pumpkin farm on this side. So we're going to have a bunch of things coming from this farm, and they're all going to be feeding into their own storages. I don't think they're all going to come into one. I think there's going to be separate chests for each farm. And then, of course, we can't really put anything on this wall because right there is the farm. You're looking at the dispensers. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Let me go ahead and get the birch floor in here, and I'll bring you back when we start actually putting in the red clay walls that we're going to be using to kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like. So I'm going to place down a bunch of birch wood and we'll be right back. Okay, so we now have the floor in, and I know it looks weird just like this. I was building it and I was just like, whoa, that looks weird. That's all I can say is it doesn't fit. But don't worry, no need to fear. That is not the final product. We are going to go one more. Oh, that's awkward. That's very awkward. I grabbed dark wood, not spruce wood. Amateur. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It happens. We'll just come in here and grab some spruce logs. Perfect. Okay. All right. Did everyone have a fun New Year's? Anyone do anything COVID friendly yet safe? I didn't really do anything. I stayed in. Believe it or not, I played Minecraft on New Year's. So I celebrated 2021 by playing Minecraft. Oh man. That's the most me thing to ever say. Oh, I tried. And that's all that matters, is I tried. Okay, and then this is going to come across to there. Perfect. Sweet. Okay, now here's the part that I really haven't planned out or anything like that. The roof. So I know I want to start off with stairs. I kind of want to have it slope, you know? I want to have it slope is the goal. Slope is the goal, guys. So we're gonna have a stair here. There is going to be a stair here as well, like that. And then I think we'll do one. We'll do 2 more stairs on the inside. Like that. Then we'll go that to this to this to this. In case you guys were wondering, this is how I actually build / talk to myself when I'm just playing by myself. It's a lot of back and forth with myself. I know, sounds crazy, but it helps. Okay, so then we're gonna step back here and kind of look at that shape. Yes, I like that shape a lot. See how it, like, you know how barns, they start off like steeper on the sides and then move towards a more circular or flat roof on the top? That's the look we're going for. So I'm glad it kind of came out that way. I was expecting it not to. Also, who knew actually moving the bed inside the house would be more of an inconvenience at this point? Gosh, how dare I do that? Here, we can do this too. We can just grab the extra bed that I took on my adventures and move it closer to the barn. Okay. Yeah, so the goal is to have all the animals and everything over here as well, which is why I kind of said this field is going to come into play during today's episode, because all of our animals are actually going to be moving out into this field. Well, look at you. Someone's got a new pair of pants. Place isn't the most safe it's ever been, but what do we get? We got pants. Nice. I know, with my luck, you guys are gonna watch me like blow up something. I did die earlier when I was caving, so count that death number 2 off camera. It was one of those things where a creeper and a skeleton worked together. You know, those kills. I'm not saying I'm upset, I'm just more disappointed, you know? It's one of those. It's one of those. Do you feel? Okay, we're gonna go like that. Oh, dang it. Anyways. Alright, I think we did one more. Like that. And then yes, when we couldn't reach the bottom anymore. Okay. We're cruising along here. We're cruising along. Something's not right here. Something is not right. Where did I go wrong? Oh, I did one too many stairs. Classic. Okay, so that's actually where it starts. In case you were wondering why it takes me so long to build anything in this game, this is why. The amount of mistakes that come up. But nobody's perfect. You know who taught me that? Hannah Montana. That was the worst joke I've ever made. Oh man, it's not even funny. Okay, we're moving on. We're just gonna ignore the fact that that just happened. Here we are, just building a roof, you know, raising the barn. Some would say we're raising the roof. Oh my, I need to stop. Guys, I can't. Guys, I can't stop. Is 2021 the year of the pun? I think so. Okay, so this is the overall look of the barn that we're building. I think it looks great. I think it's gonna fit in very nice with the area and stuff like that. But here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to cut away. I'm going to finish the front how I kind of was envisioning it to look, with like windows and everything like that. And then I will bring you back. We'll discuss it as a group, and then we'll continue on the building process of the barn. So I will see you in just a second. Let me put in some windows and kind of get this looking how I pictured it. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so this is kind of what I was imagining. Now, you'll notice each side is not symmetrical. So each side is a little bit different. And this is because I couldn't decide on which one I liked better. So I want you guys to let me know. Do you like the left side with the bigger windows and the trap doors around the door, making the door look a little bit bigger, you know? Or do you like the right side, which has the smaller window and just the regular clay around the door? Or do you like a mixture of both? Do you like the small windows with the trap doors around the doors? Or do you like the big windows with the red around the doors? This is what I mean when I say, like, I can't just make a decision by myself. I need help, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. I personally like both. I think I'm leaning more towards the right side, but I'm gonna put one of those little circle things that pops up that has a questionnaire. Let me know which side you like better, the right or the left. because I'm curious what you guys think, because I think both could look really good. It's just kind of what you guys want to see. I'm impartial, you know? But yeah, so this is kind of what I've decided. Are these two options. Also, if you have any ideas about like how that isn't shown here, let me know. I'm always up for some suggestions when I build things, because obviously it can be very difficult. Now, you know, this side we lose the immersion. It's not as cool. But that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna do it in the form of a time lapse, hopefully not as nauseating as the last one. But let's go ahead and start building this barn, and I will come back to you when the barn is very nearly or is complete. All right, let's hit the time lapse. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. Hopefully it came out not too nauseating. I know it can be a lot when you're not looking from a third person perspective and you're actually watching the person place the blocks, but I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, so we've jumped a little bit here in the future. I worked ahead just a little bit. Those bees are really trying to figure out what the barn is and what to do with it. So since you have last seen, I was doing the roof, and so now the roof is completely done. We have the windows all around the barn. Again, like I said, the whole right side is a little bit different. So we have the big windows again, and then on this side we have the smaller windows. We even went with the smaller windows here, just the one high windows on this side, and the two on the left side. So I'm gonna ask again, and here's it from the outside. I'll show you the other side from the outside as well. What side do you like better? Do you like the left or right side? So we just saw the left, now this is the right. Do you like the big windows, or do you like the small windows on the side of the barn? I personally think it looks a little better from the outside. It looks better with the smaller windows, and we can kind of figure out what to do with the inside with the small windows. To me, these look a little cartoonish, you know? You can't see a lot of red, which would give away that it is a barn. So yeah, also you can see we have a little bit of fencing set up here. I'm still trying to decide whether I want the cows, or if I want any animals inside here at all. Part of me is thinking I might want some cows on the inside, while also keeping cows on the outside. I don't really know. I think as of right now, we're just gonna set it up where the cows and sheep are outside, and they're gonna split this pen, and then we'll just try to figure out what to do on the inside. If push comes to shove, we can just move some animals to the inside of the barn. I'm not too worried about it, but I do kind of like the idea that it's a storage. Like it could be just a storage barn, and we just have like farms in the basement, and then we have like a giant pile of hay and stuff like that. I think that could be really cool. Basement still has not been touched. That'll probably be next episode. But yeah, so that's basically the entire thing here. I need to kind of figure out where the middle point is on this so they can get even space, you know? So I'm gonna count real quick because I cannot count and keep a conversation going. And I'll bring you back in when I have discovered the middle, and we are placing those fences down. Okay, so the middle has been discovered. I did have to extend it by 1 block because it was 38 blocks in between the fences. So I extended it to 39 so that we have a nice even number, or a nice odd number to build on. So you have that 1 block. So each side of this fence is exactly equal to each other, which is important when you're trying to give love and life to animals, you know? So I also, in the meantime, made the decision of what's gonna go in here, and that is going to be pigs. I totally forgot that there are pigs in the game as well. So we'll have sheep, cows, and then we'll have pigs inside, and we'll kind of switch out this floor for probably some coarse dirt, mud, you know, that kind of stuff. Put that in here. I think that'd be cool because realistically right now, the only other option I have that I'm even thinking about for food is steak. So the sheep really aren't useful. So they're just gonna be display sheep. They're just gonna be the herd that we see, you know, the herd that we look at and we totally forget that there are 16 sheep in tiny little pens getting sheared every time they eat, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what I decided. So pigs are gonna go on the inside. I'm pretty excited that I thought of that on my own. And I think that'll be super cool. So realistically, the last thing I wanted to do in today's episode is move the animals into their new pens, especially the cows. I want to get them out of the hole in the ground. So I am going to finish up getting this place kind of ready and getting it ready for the animals, ready for transport and all that stuff. And then I will actually meet you back when we start the process. I'm going to get both pens ready so that we can do cows and then just do sheep right after. So I'm gonna get everything ready, and then I will meet you guys back here when the animals are ready for their journey. All right, bye guys. Okay, so we have the enclosures basically ready. I basically just went ahead and put a water trough in each one. I think probably off camera in between episodes, I'm gonna try to build like a little shelter, you know, try to spice up their lives, you know? We like to treat our animals well here. We're not about just shoving them in an enclosure and not giving them anything, you know? Okay, so we are going to move the cows first. And we are going to do this and have them all follow me. Sweet. I'm guessing this will take at least a couple trips, maybe 1 or 2. I think after the second one, any of them who aren't in are just going to be the first couple steaks that get made, you know? But cool, that went pretty easy. The herd is now in. Let's grab, I think these are the only 2 stragglers. No, there's 3. There's one over here. So let's go ahead and get his attention and have him walk this direction. Cool. We grabbed that second one's attention and the third one. Sweet. Okay. So we need these 3 in here. And we'll kind of pull them away from the gate. Sweet. Okay. So the cows are now in their enclosure. Also, keep in mind, this will be grass. This will not be on a different level like it is right now. It'll be on the same level as the enclosures themselves. The whole thing will be level. So this little divot is going to be going away probably within the next couple episodes, or in between the next couple episodes. I'm not going to just show it on camera. It's not really exciting. It's something I just put on like a YouTube video or a podcast and zone out for a couple hours. And when I come back to, everything's done. So that's really not how it happens, but that's how I like to describe it. Okay, so I feel like the sheep are going to be a little bit more difficult overall. But let's see how well this goes. This one is definitely going to have to be a couple trips. That is for sure. We're gonna have to go around the cactus. Going through them was too much of a, I was giving them too much credit for what these sheep are capable of. I definitely think this is going to be one of the ones that some of the sheep will have to meet their demise during this transition, because we had a lot of sheep. And I know for a fact we are not going to be able to get most of them in here. So, yeah. But so far, it's going better than I could have expected it. It's going as well as I expected it. You know, the one thing is this game is... The animals in this game are not the smartest. I mean, that's all I have to say, is they're hard to control, they're hard to all that stuff. But let's see how many more we can grab on this trip here. Because if we can, I'd prefer to get the majority of the herd in there without having to kill off a good amount of them. I know there is going to be casualties in this situation, but I'm trying to minimize it, you know? They're moving to a bigger pen anyway, so there's more space. There's more grass for them to eat, all that stuff. Brilliant. Okay, cool. We're gonna pull them away from the gate again. Oh, there's one out here that decided not to make it. That's all right. I will say, the thing that surprises me is every time you either place them in a new enclosure or you like breed a baby or something, when this gate is open or you're walking out, they beeline it to that gate. They know that way out, and that's what they want to do. It impresses me every time because they just go straight for it. This is what I was curious about right here, is if these sheep can get out from that, which it looks like they can't. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe and like and turn on the post notifications if you want to get notified every time I post a video. Yeah, so I will see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys.